Hello and welcome to another OTTTD video. Today we're actually going to play through Endless. I've decided we're going to leave that mission a little bit. I want to get a little bit more ahead, try and grind a little bit. So I thought, why not do Endless? That could be a lot of fun. Really try and grind it out a little bit in this video and really just get stuck into it. I want to see how hard this level 2 Endless is going to be. Plus, I think Endless definitely does need to be its own video. So we are going to try and navigate these points. I originally had them all going into medic, and I still think that's the way to go until I can get it up to a pretty good maximum right now. Otherwise, it's just going to be beginning the Endless. So I really want a nice Endless mode that I can quite enjoy. This map, unfortunately, is definitely not my favorite, so playing Endless on this is not going to be a very enjoyable time, I don't think. But we're going to make the best of the worst situation and try and do whatever we can, I guess. Since this thing doesn't have great range, I probably just need to send it in here somewhere. As you can see, definitely not a good start. But we're doing our best, and that's what's important. I would honestly be pretty happy if we can get anywhere. So it does look like I do need to defend that side, prioritize it first to get it done. Doesn't look like it's too big an issue though, since a couple of these towers can actually do a really good amount of damage. Okay, that's working out. So I'm going to install a good upgrade for that. We're going to actually move this guy up a little bit. Oops, too far up. And I think we install a good attack tower. Alright, this is going to work out for a little bit. Buy us some time. And it looks like all our heroes can actually hit these towers, so spreading out in this situation is actually not too bad. I was a little worried to start with, but spreading out seems to be working. Even if it is just a little bit. That spider guy though, I thought he'd be doing damage to our base, but he really doesn't do a lot, so I guess they're not a big issue, as I was thinking they were. I might put in a good healing tower, since I'm going to need one there. We're going to give these a nice upgrade. This down here is actually still surviving. It's a miracle, but it's doing a good job. That's what happens when you got some decent heroes set up, I guess. We'll target that here. And we're going to get these guys up to a decent level now. So our defense level is actually fairly decent. Not as good as I want it to be, but it's okay. Stuff is starting to get through on this side though, so we may have to put in a decent tower. Just to help support us a little bit. Alright, wave 8. We're actually doing much better than I was hoping. Thank God for that. Now we put in a little bit of reinforcement on each side and use those to the best of our ability. Alright. It's working, it's working. We just need to hope. Jesus, those bears definitely want to target that. Well, our base probably isn't going to hold up. I mean, I could mitigate it a lot, but I've chosen really not to. Just to kind of see how we could go to start off with. 23, not bad. It's definitely not a bad score either. Even if it is just the basic wave so far. And we're still getting the XP, which is great. We might actually go for a long run through the wave 1 again. I know exactly how to set that up, and with a higher team stat, we should actually be able to go even further. especially with these skill upgrades. So definitely trying to get that upgraded to maximum. We get Rocketeer guy up. We can up his rockets even further, taking him as far as we can get him. And for whatever reason, I found that you can't seem to go to the replay options and stuff a lot, and it really does mess with stuff. See, like, it does throw me off whenever I do that. I actually usually have to back out, go back into it, and try and work it out from there. Unless you can only do endless once or something. I'm not really sure how this is designed, but like I can replay this, but I can't go up for some reason and click on the surrounded forever. I don't know whether that's a glitch or whether it's a bug or something, but that just seems to be the case. So we can actually click on that and replay it just fine. But if we want to go to the other one, that's just not an option. We can't replay surrounded forever. That actually saddens me a little bit, because endless mode is kind of where once you've done all the main missions, that's where you're going to get the most fun out of to really grind. So we're going to try this at least again. I'm going to try and do this a little better this time. I think I'm going to put my heavy duty guy on this side and actually put my Rocketeer and Gunner guy on this one. It makes things a little more interesting just because I know what this guy is capable of. So I know roughly what I should be setting up where. And this should be an okay beginning setup. And I think I was right for the most part here. So I'm going to get this tower, because it's a really good way to just get rid of things. And the teddy bear is a little annoying, but really not the end of the world. I think after this, the next thing to do after we got their attack up is definitely to up their health and healing abilities. To bring them in line with everything else, basically. Alright, get this thing upgraded, because it's got a fairly good range on it. It's actually a lot smoother than the last game, I think, already. And all we did was change some turret placement and hero placements. So it's definitely a matter of learning what to do. I also want to get some more decent abilities set up for these guys, as I think they could do really well with some better ones. So there's round 5 done. Or started, either way, done, achieved, we got there, that's what we needed to do. Alright, get that up. Now it's a level 3 tower. It'll actually do some massive damage very quickly. Now this side can do the same. See, those things are still super annoying for me, and I hate dealing with them, the cloaks. Okay, that's upgraded. I'm just debating on whether that's good enough for that side over there now. Like, I feel like it does a good job, but is it enough to really keep up? And I know this side is definitely going to need more support. So we're giving it all we can. There we go. That's upgraded to the max. Since these big towers have such good range, it is very easy to utilize them to their best efforts. Now that we've maxed them out, it's definitely, I think, endless mode, these towers, definitely some of the best to use. For sure, definitely the best. This is letting us clear these out very easily and quickly. Might even put in a couple more, since our points allow us to put one in. And we'll get one on this side in a minute. Alright, so I need to get another one in here. Alright, that worked. We got it. So wave 10, done. Now other than this, it's just going to be making sure none of them die. I'm also thinking we move these guys up a little bit to keep those towers nice and healed. Okay, this isn't perfect. Oh crap, I didn't mean to sell that, so that was bad. Alright. Since this is a side that still seems to be lacking a little bit, we'll get all of it to have as much as we can. Keep accidentally hitting the wrong buttons, but that's okay. Healing is actually still better than selling by accident. Really, it's just those cloaks. Once we get past those, this actually becomes so easy. The cloaks really are the only issue. And at our current pace, we are on pace to actually get to 15. Alright, we're on path for sure. Just gotta kind of keep an eye on the health now. That's become one of the most important aspects as far as this goes. There we go. We are on 15, so we've made it. We've cleared the 3-star event. Hopefully that means this wave won't just disappear. Hopefully we can still replay it. I don't really know what's left. I mean, I can upgrade this, and I could throw some more of these towers down, but that's really all I can do now. There's really not much else to keep adding on, other than taking this as far as we kind of can. It is annoying that skull is being protected. We're probably not going to get long enough to actually work this out. Because that's a big skull right there. On the bright side, it doesn't look like we've really lost many towers. Alright, building up a few more. Spreading everything out nicely. Alright, we haven't lost any other towers yet, although we are coming close to losing a couple. There we go. I think there's only one spot left on the entire map that we haven't got a tower on. And that is all the way up the top here. To be honest, I didn't see that tower lasting long anyway, so that's okay. Alright, so what's been knocked out? This tower, this tower. That's actually it, surprisingly. Wave 19! We're getting into the long game now. Much better than that first attempt. Definitely once you get the hang of these, they're not hard to set up, it's just hard to maintain. And it really would come down to how good your heroes are in the end, because you can only set these towers up in so many different combinations. And there are definitely better ones. This isn't the best way to set all the towers up. This is definitely one of the strongest setups that I've had. Alright. Now, I expected wave 20 to be hard, but geez. We are losing all these towers pretty rapidly. Doesn't look like it's an issue though. Alright, we're gonna lose this if we're not careful. This guy needs a good heal, and we are back in the full spectrum of just battle. Trying to keep an eye on all their health as best as I can. Really, it's going to come down to if these ghosts can sneak past enough, because if they can, we'll be in some serious trouble. If they can't, we'll actually be fine. Oops, not what I meant to do, although I have been thinking I want to put in a decent protection tower somewhere, and up there's not a bad spot for one, to be honest, to get us started. Oh, and that is going to be it. Damn. I was only just sneaking one of those through, and they did manage to do it, so congratulations. That was a good job on their part, being able to sneak those little guys in there. Some decent level up XP here. Respectable. And we ended up with some decent health, and as you can see, it did stuff up and won't allow me to actually select things. So I'd say the Endless has completely screwed over my game now, apparently. There we go. So you can go back and pick that. If you go down, you completely screw it up. So I think that's a little bug. Definitely might want to get that reported into the game. Otherwise, reasonably solid. We did a fairly good job. Swap over back to campaign. We don't have any issue then. Supreme Justice is okay. Does a really cool job of getting everything done now. And with Field Minute going up even higher, should be able to secure us even longer games. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to check this out, find links in the description below. Till next time, guys. See ya.